we're going to get at least kind of some form of a Nebraska spring game now on April 26th. And that was really the breaking news that came out of the press briefing with Matt Rule, that even NU officials like Haven Fields and Keith Mann that were in the room, they didn't know this was coming. But Matt Rule said on Thursday that Nebraska will have a form of a true football game now on April 26th. The caveat, though, it's going to feature the lower players on the roster, third teamers, maybe some lower second teamers, and primarily for players that are maybe not going to make that 105. And the reality is there's probably about 20 players on this roster that are going to have to move on from Nebraska football. And this is an opportunity for these players to have one more moment as a Husker in Memorial Stadium and get some game film.
And that you feel that will be beneficial to those kids?
I do, and I thought about this more. This is kind of a sad day for me on Saturday next week, knowing it really is kind of the end of the walk-on era. And you're going to see these kids on the field.
Right.
And this is something that's been going on in Nebraska since Bob Devaney, as far as the walk-on program. He brought it with him from Wyoming because they had a lack of in-state talent and lack of recruits in the area. So they took a lot of walk-ons. And he transferred that idea to Nebraska and obviously helped change the program. And, you think about what the walk-on program has meant. It's not necessarily been a separator, but it has in a lot of respects. But it's developed and built a lot of great men in this state. Players that have never played a down of football have gone on to be doctors, lawyers, business owners. And, they came in as walk-ons and they developed the work ethic and toughness through, being a walk-on at Nebraska, and they took those skills to life and they've made this state better for that. So when I think about what Saturday next week is, that will be the last time we see players like that.
Oh, that's sad.
In that capacity.
Yeah. I mean, there's just no way that it'll ever come back. Probably not, right?
Probably not. If we're dead set on this roster number.
105. So you won't have these. Yeah. I mean, so you won't have a story like Jacob Bauer.
So what will happen now? I mean, you're going to see Nebraska, they're just not like traditional walk-on takes anymore in recruiting. They didn't take any this year. And
I know.
And so it's kind of become extinct.
Yeah.
But
I get what you're saying. This is kind of the end point to a longer discussion is what you're getting at, right?
One that's been big in building Nebraska football.